Oh, excuse me, Thumbelina, but you're still a little underage to be going out clubbing, aren't you?
You're a little overage to be wearing a lampshade in your hair. Bright idea.
When I was a little girl, I dreaded nothing more than the thought of growing up. On my first day of school, in confidence, I confessed to my mother with like a certain seriousness that I didn't particularly want to. She would have given me unavailing words of encouragement as I took in the classroom, staring at the academic blue tray cabinet where our completed worksheets would stack up throughout the year. As I got older, I'd find a humming urge to flee in the wake of an upcoming birthday. But growing up was inevitable, and not even precocious little bookworms could outrun their own mortality. But it wasn't until discovering a DVD copy of Uptown Girls that I'd come to concede to this truth. Panned by critics upon its initial release, the Sleepover staple celebrated its 20th anniversary 2 summers ago, decreeing it a vintage cult classic that served as my introduction to the mesmerizing Brittany Murphy in the form of Upper West Side royalty Molly Gunn. I fell for her warm charm and infectious joy instantly, and a customary Google deep dive post-watch would lead me to news of her death, profoundly affecting me. I would grieve her premature passing once more, having not made the connection that she had played the sweet eccentric Ty in Clueless, and went on to devour her eclectic filmography over the years. A girl of the Tumblr era, pictures of Britney falling around, pretzel in hand, mustard bottle on head, circulated my dashboard, bookended by paparazzi shots of the Hollywood starlet waiting outside ballet class in baby pink leg warmers and Louboutins, smoking whilst on her cell phone. So to see the 2003 dramedy starring a baby-faced Dakota Fanning alongside the versatile Murphy re-enter mainstream consciousness was highly welcomed. The repurposed clip from the climactic teacup scene featuring the wise beyond her years Ray and Peter Pan syndrome-riddled Molly spinning distraught around the now-closed Coney Island ride. Featured in Chloe Iris's tweet, grown women participating in a trend to seek a perpetual state of girlhood, preteen girls asking for drunk elephant retinol cream for Christmas. James Greach for days last year insisted that everyone needs to grow up. Citing Professor Josh Cohen, he attributes the dire financial climate, which has delayed or denied many young adults from acquiring maturity milestones like moving out of their parents' homes to retreat into the dubious comforts of a pseudo-childhood. Uptown Girls, ahead of its time, examines the rhetoric of protecting oneself with advanced maturity as a child, and the reversal of this narrative in its exploration of infantilizing oneself to shield from the overwhelming responsibility of adulthood, a phenomenon captured perfectly by the lyrics of Mitski's First Love, Late Spring. And I was so young when I behaved 25, yet now I find I've grown into a tall child. Maybe like myself, you feel like you're playing adult, sitting at the dining table, tapping away and flicking incessantly between a cocktail of social media feeds and job applications, deleting rejection emails without a second glance. And it appears that everyone has tried their hand at explaining our collective regression. Robin Wiseman for LitHub notes in a meta fashion that ruminating on our generational arrested development has become a bit of a trend in itself. Fashion media and culture analyst Mina Lay ponders why everyone is dressing like a little girl, and Rebecca Jennings' Vox article details the trappings of womanhood. A shimmering ring, sticky babies, and a white picket fence, this Barbie's nuclear family accessories are sold separately. Becoming an extension of the home, a girl is reduced to merely a supporting role within her own narrative. On our rejection of the imprisonment of womanhood, Wiseman and Jennings discern that if the absence of these characteristics bestows a perpetual girlhood of sorts, indefinitely deferring this observed erasure of self, territorial with the transition from being someone to being someone's wife, someone's mother, then it is logical that women would find themselves flocking to this purgatorial girl mania. Outside, it seems there's a whole flock of Mollys running around, and they are dressed head to toe in something akin to the outfit the socialite turned nanny wears to her first school pickup, much to Ray's dismay. Patch-adorned overalls, ironically heart-shaped rose-tinted sunnies, impractical heels that break with one misstep, and a messily thrown-together updo that alludes to coming straight from the jungle gym. She looks like an overgrown child. She looks like a Sandy Liang model. She's wearing her mom's old lace dress with grippy sports sandals from TJ Maxx on her way to collect bugs and rocks with shell phones in her ears. Is the tech storyline pinned to a mood board in the Chinese-American fashion designer's NYC basement studio. Known for the childhood emblems that adorn her work, the Queen's Salomon trainers are as if a big sister took the liberty to embellish her little brother's first lace-up shoes, criss-crossing ballet ribbons through their eyelets to pair with his tiny school uniform. There is a sense of freedom in her collections. When you are small, you get to fall and get back up, and you run around and scrape your knees and someone fusses as they apply a Spider-Man band-aid. There is an ironic liberation to having restricted autonomy, knowing you can make a mess and there's always someone there to help you clean it up. Yorgos Lanthimos' Poor Things wholeheartedly embodies this sentiment, conveying the whimsical nature of this period cinematically through Holly Waddington's deeply attentive award-winning costume design, earning herself and Emma Stone respectively Academy Awards for the depiction of the sexually adventurous medical experiment Bella Baxter. Following a reanimated woman imbued with the mind of her unborn fetus, the Gothic fairy tale explores the trappings of womanhood through a boisterous puberty allegory, encompassing the unsteadiness of maneuvering a newfound womanly body with childlike naivete. She is mother, she is child. Waddington remedies this playfully gauche narrative, materializing this dichotomous concept. Exaggerated blouse, shoulders, and boyish shorts, Waddington creates a Victorian Sandy Liang capsule of sorts, taking inspiration from the wardrobe of her own rambunctious toddlers. There's an inherent sense of freedom and liberation in the costume she tells polyester zine. Perhaps like Bella, we are Frankensteinian darlings, aimlessly sewing together pieces of childhood and meshing them with this newfound maturity, hoping it will have a heartbeat.